Hey, hi
Hey,
out
Ron,
there.
we made it.
Yep, I'm Ron and this is Brad, in case you didn't know. And this is Indie Live, the beginning of the weekend live show. What's going on, Bradley?
Not too much, buddy. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Okay,
I,
sorry.
uh, oh
Go
yeah, it's the
ahead.
beginning of the week for you. It's my Thursday night show for me. It's my favorite show of the week. I
Yes.
don't know why. It's just, I like Thursday nights. It's a nice, I can sit back and listen to good tunes and out with people and everything's good. So I like Thursday nights. That's my favorite spot.
Excellent. Okay,
Am I
good.
all choppy for you? I'm all choppy for me on here.
I
Is
sound
it
you sound
choppy?
okay going out. I hear
Yeah, okay.
you going out. Sorry about that audio. Sometimes the audio between Ecamm and the guest sucks.
Yeah, it looks like the video's choppy, that's all. Like I'm freezing or something.
No, man, I see you in
Oh,
all
good.
your handsome glory there. You know,
Oh,
if
good.
I
Thanks, buddy.
if I let my
You're
beard go,
handsome too.
well, man, the Vietnamese have a saying. I'm old handsome. I can't just be handsome anymore. They have to put the word old in the front of it.
I thought their saying was "Do ma."
No, my, that's, well, I don't want to say what that is in polite company. Oh, and I think that we might
So
have.
how come you don't grow a beard? This is as long as mine will get. It won't get any longer than this.
I have grown mine, but mine does not get long. When I was, well, I used to go traipsing around in the jungle over here. I let it go for months and months, and it would just get big and round. It never
Yeah,
fucking. It was like, those old popcorn deals that you used to buy with the tin foil on top when you
yeah,
pipe up the popcorn, that shit. And that was just my fucking beard just started going like this. I'm like, yeah, I gotta
yeah.
keep
You
it.
got to You got to get a hair straightener. And when you get out of the shower, that's what I do. I use my like a woman's hair straightener, and I straighten it after I get out of the shower, or else mine would curl up too and like get bushy.
Well, that's a good tip. But man, I
Yeah,
have to
good tip for all you beard growers out there.
beard like
Women's hair straightener.
who's got beards out here? Um,
Well,
I'm
Hubsy just shaved his.
Yeah,
I
Hubs
just about
had a
had a heart
really
attack.
good one too,
Oh
man.
yeah, his grows long, quick. Like his grows twice the length of mine in half the time. Like
Oh,
his grows fast. Speaking of Hubs, I'd like to hear his song Pitchfork tonight. He's
okay.
got a new song coming. I've been talking to him a little bit,
Mm,
and he's got a new song coming for Hippie's mom show, which is really exciting. It'll be super cool, I'm sure.
good.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Hubs is always, I mean, he agonizes over, well, I haven't had a release in a while, but then when he comes out with one, it's like, don't worry about it, man. All your stuff is great,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it doesn't bum us out too much. If we have to wait for it, I'll wait. Don't forget about Marshall Turner's beard. He's
Yeah,
got
he's got
one.
a good beard too.
Yeah, right there. There he is, right there.
I
He's
was wondering what
represent.
that noise was. My dog's activated my little Echo, Amazon Echo, and I started hearing basketball stats. I'm like, what the heck? My dog's figured out how to turn it on.
Either that or you
Anyway,
must have
yeah,
had some
that's
really good herb tea
yeah. I've had
before
lots of that too.
you just started remembering all of these basketball stats all at once. See, we get on here, two guys, and immediately talking about guy stuff, beers and basketball and dogs. But
Well, Jade didn't get to do her show today, which was Russ and I had a big long conversation about
let's
it
let's
today.
let's address that. Jade isn't feeling well. She missed
Yeah,
her show.
Jade's not feeling well. Yeah, she couldn't do her show today, so she's postponed it the World Series until next week, which is good because it'll give everybody a little time, I think, to kind of let the idea about it stew and marinate and
Right,
come up with good ideas on what to kind of bring up and what are some of the challenges that women face in this community in particular,
right.
but being musicians in general. But I mean, as Russ and I were talking about it today, we figured that the consensus is there's more women in this community than there is in the national average. Like if you plucked out 100 musicians out of any metropolitan area, you'll have a certain amount that are female. and that average is probably similar to about the 300 people that are in the music community on YouTube, like your show, Hippie Show, Tom's show, Leela's show, Jade's show, Pete's show. So there's about 300 people that are around that orbit, and there's a good percentage of them that are female. So how are they treated? What how do they feel like they're treated? How do they feel about it?
Right.
About their place in this larger community.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite songs are all, Lady Line, Kim Harden Hudson, Leela, Princess LDG. Like, a lot of my favorite stuff is from the females.
Mom's home.
So, there they go.
Hey, I hear you, man.
Yeah, so it's
and I was really looking forward to the show, But and we'll get a great chance to talk about it then. I usually, unfortunately, pop in afterwards, but good topic. I mean,
yeah,
I had Jade and Leela do a show on my channel just because.
Yeah.
And look, I don't do it for any other reason than the women are producing excellent songs here. Excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And it deserves just to be acknowledged, right, and celebrated like we did that time. And the only thing I can do to help the situation that's been shitty for many years, many decades, is treat women right here on my channel. I mean, if I'm not somebody, tell me. All we can do is do our best.
That's right. And I think you and Hippie and Jade especially provide a safe space for all creators, regardless of your ethnicity, gender, sexuality. It doesn't matter, any of that stuff. None of that
don't care.
matters.
You just don't.
What's your song?
Be nice to each other.
That's all anybody cares about. Yeah,
right.
Be nice to each other and send me your link. That's it.
That's it. Exactly. So we're looking forward to that show, and Jade.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show.
Please get better quickly.
Get well soon, Jade.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I came on late. I had a crazy morning here today, so I apologize for that. But Brad and I said we were going to try to play songs within a song within 5 minutes. And I haven't said hello to everybody who's in the stream here yet. But let's just go.
10 minutes, I think so.
Well, you just want to go ahead and
go ahead, just
rip one out right now.
Yeah,
and then we can say hi after.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a song that Brad chose by Lou Reality, and just because he said, dude, this one should lead off, and I'm like, okay, it's her new track, Hide in Plain Sight. Lou Reality is a mod here on my channel. I'm so proud to have her, and we get to listen to her new track right here on Indie Live with Brad Example.
It's Ron Ward.
Oh, still going. No, that's the end of it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And that
Leela's
was
amazing. That's the first time I listened to it with headphones on. Holy shit, it sounds good.
really trippy track.
I love that song. Great job, Leela.
I was
And,
talking.
you know,
Go ahead.
it's incredible because she's, you know, buying all these apps all the time and actually making use of them. She buys a new app, she watches the tutorial, and then the very next track, she applies everything she just learned and turns it into something crazy good.
Well, she's smart. She really is.
Yeah.
I was talking with her the other day about her approach to music, and she says, "I've had some musical training with the break in it, you know, in musical, in playing, and then getting back into it." She says, "I don't play an instrument proficiently, but I'm practicing the guitar, right?
Yeah.
But with all these apps, there's no reason not to start making music already if you understand how to
exactly.
use them like an instrument." She said that to me. I think it was yesterday. We were trying to figure out how to use FarPlay,
Yeah.
and we haven't exactly gotten it yet. But I did get that little gem of
Yeah. I'd like to give that a
Info.
try too.
yeah,
and,
maybe.
and the thing with
Go ahead.
Leela is she you know, even with the guitar playing, is she just keeps getting better and better and better, but she's not blasting out here like, "Oh, I'm the greatest guitarist you've ever heard." She says, "No, I'm learning." And with every day, she just gets a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. She's an extremely determined woman, a person.
Sure.
Like, it's insane how focused she is. Like, it's inspiring, honestly.
Right. And plus, what's cool about a community like this is, so you got a lot of people coming back to music after a long time or whatever, you know, whatever
Yeah.
reason they're here. If they're still learning, what a great environment, because people are willing to show you stuff, tell you, you know, you don't have to take lessons. You can just make friends with people in the group and learn through collaborating, learn through, you know, having
Yeah,
people show you
exactly.
stuff on the guitar, etc. It's a great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
There's a lot of incredibly talented people in every aspect of music creation. There's a specialist in each little aspect of it, and somebody out there is willing to help. Like Pete is, you know,
Right, there he is.
is a great example.
The man, the
You know,
myth. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the portal to all of this for most of us is Pete. You know,
That's when I first got into it. I mean, and then I found the community,
yeah, exactly.
and
Me too.
I
Same
found
thing.
I found people to collaborate with and learn from.
And I still gotta watch that normalization volume hack that Pete has. I got to learn how to do that because every time I do anything and export it, it normalizes, and then I have no control of it. So I got to learn that hack and start applying it.
I used to know how to do that.
Yeah, you make a loud noise right at the beginning of the track, and then it normalizes that and leaves your track alone.
Oh, Pete's like a trickster then, is he?
Yeah, he's a shaman.
Okay, so just say hi to a few people. One of my great mods, Marshall Turner, set up by Marshall, and right there is a guitar teacher himself. So people like this are in our community. It's fantastic. Chris Lane Sr.'s here. Hello to you, Chris. What's going on, my friend? Chris Durham Music. Chris. Frank Terzo.
Bear, Clayton Von Kluge, Russ, Dwight Bailey, Rogue, Phantom Agents, Clint. There's so many people. Mamsie Graham is here.
Oh, cool.
Midnight Bandits here. Rick Lisk is here.
Rick
Lisk, the masterless. Jude's here. Thanks for coming, Jude.
Yes, okay.
I know Jude wasn't feeling well today either.
Jude's another mod on the channel, and he's hanging out the best he can. I know it's early over. Oh wait, no, it's nighttime there. So, Jude said he'd hang out as long as he could. So happy to have him here as another one of my mods. I got mods coming out my yin yang, so nothing can go wrong. Sorry about that half, screen video of Leela's. I was getting something worked out. So.
Oh, I didn't notice.
All right, so I guess I'll pick the next song. If I didn't say hi to you yet, we'll catch up with you later. And let me just take a moment to thank my Patreon patrons, many of whom are here, helping to keep the lights on here, like Frank Terzo and Leela, and just a whole mess of people supporting what I do here. So
yeah, join Ron's Patreon because it'll help keep the lights on. It'll help keep Ron doing the show. These guys got to make something out of it, and it helps. It really does.
Thank you. It does help, but I'm still gonna do it just so I can hang out with Brad.
Well, of course. Yeah,
I'll be hanging out with Brad, man. So let me see. What do I have here?
Yeah, what do you got up next?
Yes, what do I have up next? Check this out. This week, and I don't know if this has already premiered on Metalhead Hippie's channel, because I think there's a Metalhead Hippie hashtag on there. But Veltenkinder sent this track to me, and that dude hasn't sent me a track in a little while. Remember, he always used to be a regular on the Wednesday show, and I thought he was like not making tracks, but looky here. Here's a Veltenkinder track. Fancy Flames of Love.
I love Weltenkinder.
And the reason I'm playing it too is because it's kind of a Halloween song, and Halloween approacheth. So here you go, a little Weltenkinder for the show.
Let it rock. He always makes such creative songs.
He does, man. I dig it. Come on, Velton. There he is. Filton Kinder. Cool track. Always good
Yeah.
videos, man.
Such a great song. He's another guy that just keeps getting better and better and better. Every song that he comes out with is better than the last.
Yeah. Because I can remember, it's like a lot of folks here, his music was always kind of in that same groove, but the videos kept getting better and better, man. Especially once the ones where he put himself in them. You know,
they're all good.
he's a striking looking
he's
dude.
just a talented guy. Yeah,
Yep.
had very imaginative, very unique perspective on doing like that '80s kind of synth pop stuff. It's just a really unique take on it, and he's
Yep.
and he is able to kind of interject himself into everything he does, and it makes it just a little bit better with each song. The more you can get into something, the more unique it's going to be.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. And I know people might get sick of hearing me talk about the community all the time, but that's another thing here. You can be your fucking self, man. You don't have to try to be some guy, somebody's idea of how you should be, who the man thinks you are. I mean, here, the only thing you have to do is be nice.
Yeah, and humble, like just
right. And everybody is allowed to have a little bit of a sassy attitude, because, man, we're all, I mean, we're not rock stars, but we are musicians and artists,
Exactly.
So you can do what you can be yourself here, That's what I dig about it. And you put yourself into your videos. So, excellent.
Yeah.
So what do we say about a track that you chose now? This is not a battle of the bands.
Yeah, exactly. I hated those growing up. We never went. I never played in any.
Really?
I didn't like the whole idea of a competition between bands. It was just so
That's
terrible.
cool.
And
I never had a
bad
chance to
vibes
be in
and-
one.
Yeah, we had opportunities to go into a few and never did. Just said no. I'd
Yeah.
rather play Friday night and sell it out than play Tuesday night and get 35 minutes. No way.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing, the nights that we could do, and instead of doing the battle of the bands, then we get those bands to play with us, so it always ended up working out better anyway.
So that's with Inner City Surfers.
Yeah, Surfers. Yeah, and my other band when I was in high school. There were more battle of the bands happening when I was in high school, and they weren't always great. So I didn't want to be associated with a competition.
Right.
Because music isn't a competition. That's why I got into music, because I wasn't an athlete.
Right.
I didn't like sports, and
Yeah. I hear you.
I just wanted to play music and make friends. I didn't want to compete against the same people that I wanted to make my allies.
Right. And you didn't want your creative endeavor to have the same kind of artificial pressures that are put on you by other types of society. They expect you got to get up, put on your suit, go to work, buy a car, get a mortgage, all that. But your music friends, you're right. There's a part of me that doesn't want to, have any kind of competition or stress. But then the other part of me is like Scott Pilgrim against the world in that battle of the bands. Boom!
Yeah,
I love the movie, but I get
that's
you,
a
man.
great movie. That's a great movie.
This is a great movie. Good music on that movie. Hello, Patrick.
Killer music.
Killer, just like Patrick Chandler and his brother Sean.
The Chandler brothers are some of my favorite people in the whole community.
Frank
Such
Terzo.
sweethearts of guys. Frank
Yes.
Terzo, another brilliant songwriter. His interview with Jade opened up it made me realize how good he actually was, because I got to hear a lot of his songs throughout that hour or hour and a half that he was with Jade, and it was just awesome listening to all of his stuff. I had such a great time that day. What a great Frank is a great guy and great songwriter.
Yeah, man.
Very talented, very kind.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to be on some kind of show with him. Where were we, Frank? On the hippie show or
Tremor
some?
Bear too.
And yeah, he had Tremor. Anyhow, yeah, he's a good guy. we could possibly hear some Frank Turzo tonight, although I don't want to give away all my secrets. But hey, what do you say we do one of your picks next, which is Mason Music Lab
Yeah,
song?
perfect. Perfect.
Because
I love this song so much. I actually, when Jude released it, I ended up finding him on Facebook, on Messenger, and messaging him, telling him how much I love this song, and I love how, out of left field it was, and just remarkable. So, and I, kind of fanboyed out on him a little bit in the first message I sent him, like, hey man, this is a really, really good song, and you did a really good job. You should be really proud of this.
oh,
This is really unique, and it goes far. It's just imaginative, and goes far beyond anything else that he did previous to that. It's such a new direction and a new idea and something very brave, and I love it. I love this song.
it's cool. And what I like about this song and about Jude's approach to making tracks is he is always looking for that odd event that's going on in the world, in life, that he sees on TV or he thinks about. Or, obviously this song is about something that many of us are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But nobody
It's
really
just a very unique
nobody really
approach.
said anything like this, about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's just such a great, expression of who Jude is, and
Right, we're
how
talking
he
about
sees
his
the
song
world,
Building a Brand,
and, yeah.
and let's rock it.
Yeah,
What do you say?
Let her rip.
Okay.
Let her rip, buddy.
I'm building a brand. I'm building a brand. It's become the focus of my life. It's my latest grand plan. I'm building a brand. I'm concocting a scheme on a giant green screen. I'll be streaming it live to my 5-stone fans. I'm building a brand. I'm working on my logo. She's a majestical creature, floating to the vibes amongst the bubbles of speakers. I'm building a brand. I'm building a brand. It's become the focus of my life. It's my latest grand plan. I'm building a brand. I'm concocting a scheme on a giant green screen. I'll be streaming it live to my 5-stone fans. I'm building a brand. I'm working on my logo. I'm concocting a scheme. I'll be streaming it live to my 5-stone fans. I'm building a brand. I'm building a brand. I'm building a brand.
Haha. He
That's
nails
phenomenal.
it with that one.
Yeah. I love that, my 5-stone fans. I'm one of them. Eyes
You
are fucking tight.
you gave yourself away, man, even before the song got played. Well, yeah,
Love that
man,
song.
such a
Good
cool
job,
thing.
Jude.
Yeah, and right here, welcome to Pete Johns of
Yeah, Pete
Studio
show's
Live
great
today.
tonight. He had a lot of really cool questions and answers. I love those shows because that's where I learn the most is when he does his question and answers. I like this creator town hall stuff he does. He's changing things up, so I
Sure.
don't really know what the
You have
shows
to
are now. But
you have to
so
shift
good.
and change on YouTube, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
nice
you know.
that Pete does, and it's nice that he's still willing to, keep trying to teach all of us. Because everybody jumps into GarageBand at different points, and Pete seems to be able to navigate through that very well.
And then
He's
you go
amazing.
back through, do some, go all the way up to complex stuff, and then start over with simple stuff again. Because still there,
Yeah, exactly.
if you watch the GarageBand users group, which is only one indicator, and I was hanging around in it yesterday a lot. There are so many new people, but they're
Yeah.
asking exactly the same kind of questions. And the older users have, some of them are still there, but I mean, they've learned a lot. Many have moved on. But then you have that same urgent need for
Yeah.
info. So
Yeah.
you can do another
Well-
video about how to normalize your
Well, exactly, and Pete was talking about it tonight. I think Princess LDG asked the question, or somebody did, and Pete reminded me the name of the video that I have to go look up, but the fact that I have to do it again. So even though Pete goes over this stuff, you have to go over it again and again and again and again, because even the old heads, people that have been around for a long time, still forget stuff. And
Wait,
even Pete was saying, I got to look back on videos to remind myself how to do stuff.
Sure, man.
Like Pete did it to document his progress and his process. So to even have to go back and rewatch videos he's already done, I mean, we all do. We all have to.
Hey, man.
So I'm grateful to Pete for posting that stuff and that he continues to do it.
Right
It's
on.
a huge help because I still don't know how to EQ. I don't know how to use compression. I struggle with all that. So I got to go back and watch all those videos. Every time I do another song, I got to go back and watch older Pete videos. To know what I'm doing.
Check him out.
Yeah, check them out.
I watch him, and I still recommend him to new people in the group. See, my job
Yeah,
as a
oh, yeah, I
mod
do
over
too.
there in GBU is easy because every time someone asks a question, I just search for Pete's video and go, well, there you go.
Yeah, I tell lots of people all the time to get Pete's course. I wish that was around when I first started, but now that he's got that course up, it makes it so much easier for me to tell people, like, oh, just go to Pete's channel and get his course.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Moon.
get his master class. Hello to Princess LDG. Good to see you here. Welcome. Welcome to Russ
Yeah, I
88.
wouldn't mind hearing her song tonight, too. She's got a song, I think it's called Trash People. I love that song. I'd
Okay,
like to
we
hear
can
that.
look on that. Look up that song. Russ 8889.
Hey,
Yes.
Rusty.
Hey man, hey Russ. Please behave yourself there because I know you have a tendency to sometimes send in an off-color video to my show.
No, not Russ.
Well, I'm holding Brad captive, one of your co-conspirators, so you can't do your mischief today. Okay. Whoa. Stop the presses. Lori's mishmash is in the
Hey,
house. What's going on, Lori? Good to see you. Glad you got to hang out with me and Brad. Well, I'm going to play one of my picks now. And here, let Moon say hi. And Moon's going to get down now so Daddy can work. Bye.
See you later,
He-
Moon.
He wanted to get up with me. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to turn down and mute while I'm tapping my keyboard here.
What are you looking for? Oh, he's...
That's for me to know and you to find out.
There you go. Yeah, good. Yeah, I know Russ has got a new song, too. He posted on...
Oh, no.
I don't know what day it was. 2 days ago? Monday? Maybe?
Everybody's got new songs. Send them in. Hey, I also want to remind people that the Google Forms link that's in the description to the video is how you submit songs. And you can still submit songs now. You know, I'll see it. So just send them in if you're
send 'em
hanging
in.
out in the chat. And, you know,
Make it easy on poor Ron. Just send it in.
in addition to Brad's picks, we'll have your songs. And I do have some picks. And if people will just
I gotta say, I'm playing on Hippie's whale show on Tuesday. I'm gonna play live on Hippie's whale show. Yeah, I'm gonna play like a few songs. Hopefully, get it all set up and do it. And then I'm gonna take a break for a while because I felt like I wasn't releasing anything, and I haven't been. But then when I kind of looked at what I've been doing from a little bit of a broader perspective, I've been writing a lot. So when I kind of put it all together, I've almost got 10 songs that are in various stages of completion. But if I buckle down and kind of finish them, I could probably put an album out in the next, soon.
That's
or
fantastic.
the next couple months. If I buckle down. So instead of spending all my time, doing this and going on Hippie's whale show and doing stuff like that, I'll be a little more focused and be able to finish that stuff.
Okay.
But I got some songs that I'm pretty proud of that I think are all right. Like they're heading in the right direction anyway.
Well, it's promised me that when you do Hippie show and then you finish your album, that you'll come on my show and play some songs from your album. After.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all
yeah,
right.
of course.
Okay, cool.
Anything for you, buddy.
All right. I appreciate you having said that.
Yeah, of course.
But,
and when Russ makes the videos, we'll premiere them right here.
Right.
Hey, Rusty.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to get some videos from you and Jade and an old Russ 88, 89. That's exactly what I need. Oh. Anyhow, let's do this track by Frank Turzo. It's been out for a little while, but I think this was the first one I might have seen of his, or it certainly stuck in my mind. It's called Numb by Frank Turzo. Let's check it out right here on Indie.
Right on, Frank.
Pushing me to fight, and I get so numb, so tired, and
just can't remember who I used to be.
Frank Turzo.
What a great song that is.
Professional
So
grade
Frank.
stuff,
Yeah, that's awesome.
right?
On Hippie's last whale show, he had Ian Luckett, who was friggin' incredible. Dom Torgrosso, who was also incredible.
I saw that.
Like, what a great night of music that was.
Right. Francis DiMarzio.
Francis, of course.
Right.
I love Francis.
Right.
Played a bunch of blues jams. Played "Fuck the Manufacturer." Love that song.
Excellent. Great
Yeah, he's
stuff,
great.
man. I really dig what Hippie's doing over there with that.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
good,
having
man.
having
I mean,
artists on.
Yeah, it's awesome. Hopefully we can get the sound worked out and make sure it sounds okay. Because it's hard, eh? Playing live over StreamYards is not easy.
Yeah. Right. I know.
know.
But we are starting to get the technology
Yeah.
because I mean it exists. I'm just trying to work mine out. My biggest
Yeah, it's hard. I've
weak
been
link
working
now
on it for
is
a
between.
year.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Well,
I bought the iRig Pro Stream, but it doesn't work right with the iPad, which is what I wanted it for. So I got to drag everything out to the living room to play live. So it's just and then it doesn't work right, and it's hard to figure out what it's doing, and it's got so many settings, and push the button for 5 seconds, it does this, 3 seconds, it does this, blue, red, yellow, every lights are fucking flashing. I don't know what's happening. Everything's
freaking
turning
out.
red. I'm freaking out.
we'll get
Freaking
it, man.
the fuck out.
We'll get it worked out. Well, get through your one with Hippie. I'll be sure to watch that one.
Yeah,
man.
make sure you're watching that one. I
Yeah.
know you can't watch all of them because they're on early in the
I
morning for
mean,
you.
yeah, and I have to really, man. If I don't sleep for about 6 hours between midnight and 6, I'm just not a good human being.
but Crikey, Rod.
I have to, and it has to kind of be those hours. Plus, my wife makes me go to bed, which
Well, yeah, of course.
helps my health. But God bless America, how am I supposed to stay up and fuck around all night? Well, there is Frank Turzo himself. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Yeah, Frank, you're a great songwriter and a great guy. So
Okay.
I'm happy that you're here, buddy.
Happy. Let me
Yeah.
take a look right here. What are you thinking, Brad, from the ones that you put down? Can you remember?
No, not at all.
Let's do Thomas
If,
Christ then.
Yeah, play Thomas.
Fuck.
Yeah, if you could, Leela, if you're there, can you find that song, Night Train and Jade, and send us the link? I couldn't find it. I don't know how Night Train did it, but I wanted to play that song with Jade and Night Train. So can you find the link for us?
Find the link,
Please.
please, and find the link
Thank
to
you,
that
Wheelers.
that rare Captain Beefheart bootleg that may be
Yeah. Ashtray
sold in
Heart.
some parts of northwestern America in some, specialty shops. So please put that link up too.
Yeah, Beefheart's one of my all-time favorites. Beefheart, Ween, Iggy Pop, Lou Reed.
Oh, you like those
All-time
guys?
favorites.
huh?
I got it. I
Oh.
got the banana from the first Velvet Underground album tattooed on my leg.
I thought you were going to say something else, but I'm glad that you just picked this track, Fun, Dumb Mentalism, right? Is that
Yeah.
it? By Thomas
Yeah.
Christ. And a good one it is. I did preview it, so let's go. Thomas Christ on the show.
Your artist, your doom is bound. I have the jack up to take you down. Too late, to all our well. My heart is sick, turning to hell. As long as God then heaven shall dwell. My old shall dream in hell.
There's a scourge on this nation we can't seem to shake. And the rights that they bent, they were destined to break. Nominated, now they're hated, 'cause the Bible they swore on was upheld above the laws. And they took us for morons. They wear black robes like the Reaper, and it's very apropos. Killing women and democracy, what's next, who really knows? They're well funded and their mental states in serious question. Fundamentalism drives them in this backwards direction. They shame and they blame, it's not accidental.
I have all power.
They simply hate you because of who you are. And their only way to guarantee that they get to heaven is die killing.
Now hang their heads way down low. They crashed the party, and now they've gotta go. Now hang their heads way down low. They crashed the party, and now they've gotta go.
Hell, screaming hell, screaming hell, screaming hell.
They shame and they blame, it's not accidental, never fun, always dumb. They got fundamentalism. They got fundamentalism. Say amen. The hate they display, it ain't incidental, no fun, extremely dumb. They got fundamentalism. They got fundamentalism. They got fundamentalism.
Thomas, right on.
Brilliant song. I hope everything's good with Thomas and his family. My thoughts are with him.
What's going on?
Something's happening with his mother-in-law.
Oh, some illness. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
Thomas?
So I hope everybody's okay over
Yeah,
there.
me too. Life happens, and you know,
Yeah.
people continuing to be present in the community when they have all kinds of shit going on in their lives. Just you
Yeah.
know,
I love that song so much. I love Tom. I love all of Thomas's songs. He's the most prolific songwriter in the whole community. I don't think anybody else in the community has 18 albums.
he just
And he and he keeps just one after the other.
when
after
does
the
he
other,
do
and-
it is my thing, and so because he has these shows, and I do
Yeah.
I do only 3 short shows a week, and it's
Yeah.
like freaking
Oh, he's incredible.
busy. I'm busy as hell.
Yeah.
How does he make all
He's,
this music?
I have no idea. It's incredible. It's very inspiring. Thomas very much inspires me.
He has
He's
something.
so brave with what he does. Like he
That's true.
tries everything. He doesn't give a shit. He just tries it and does it. And you know, if it lands, it lands. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And Thomas could care less.
Yeah,
He just puts it out and says "fuck it" and puts it out.
That's-
it's all great.
especially that
Yeah.
last one. And
Yeah,
I
love that last
what
one.
a-
I love that sample at the beginning. That's why I picked it, because that he has that cool sample at the beginning that reminds me of like Gothic Americana stuff.
Uh-huh.
And it just has a haunting sound, and I just loved it. So
All right, coolness
yeah,
abounds
Thomas,
here.
you're awesome, buddy.
You are, dude. Thomas is awesome, and we have a consensus on that. I
Yeah,
would
the Mix Club is here too, and I'd like to say people should go over and watch the Mix Club streams. He does incredible streams. I just started watching them, and I got right into them. Mix
Yeah.
Club is doing some cool shit on his channel. People should check it out when he goes live, because it's fun to watch.
and or go watch his videos on his channel because
Yeah.
he's doing tutorials on the kind of stuff that we do here.
Yeah,
Right, it's
exactly.
like
he's,
this
he's
and
a
that.
brilliant sound engineer.
Right.
Brilliant, and I know I could learn a lot watching.
And he's
him,
got
so
a lot
that's
of
what I'm trying to
experience.
do. Yeah, he makes everything sound incredible.
Right. So much educational information available in the community.
Well, that's what I love about this community. Again, is that you got guys like the Mix Club that are out there taking the things they've learned and showing it to all of us for nothing. Like these are people that you would pay thousands of dollars on a course from, and he's giving it away for free.
Yep.
Just all he wants is you to tune in and hang out.
Yeah, he
So
feels
tune in and
compelled
hang
to
out.
share what he knows is what I got from him on
Exactly.
his
Yeah. Yeah, I've only watched his last 2 live streams, and I loved both of them, so I'm excited for more. That's for sure.
Me too. So, since we're talking about it, or we have talked about it, I got this track from Night Train 88, 1988 that you heard on
Oh,
Jade's
awesome.
show. So it's an unlisted link. So we're not going to share the
cool.
link, but it's okay for us to play the video.
Cool.
So
Oh, this is exciting.
this
This
is
is such a incredible song.
it. Well, I have not
And
heard it.
Oh my God. Well, get the tissues, buddy.
Okay.
This
We're at
is
a-
no joke. This song is no fucking
Oh,
joke.
really, man? Stuff makes me cry
Oh.
easy.
Yeah, well, you're gonna cry.
Okay. All right. Let's hear it from Night Train 88. This is who I am on Indie.
With Jade Starr.
Here alone, why do I hate myself? I staring through the window. They follow me wherever I go. Why can't they see we are the same, made of flesh and bone? Why do they hate me? Nobody knows. Ignorance and intolerance grows from within. I shed my skin in a heartbeat if I could. Why do you judge me so? What have I done to you to make you hate what I am, who I am and who I love? It's not the Lord above. You have your own mind. You can be kind. I lived inside a shell of lies and doubt. So many years I tried to climb out. So many people pushing me down.
This is me, the
Yeah. That's a gut punch.
Heavy track, heavy track right there.
Incredible job, Night Train and Jade. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And thanks for sending us the link. And thanks, Leelers.
Yeah. I hope that's
What a
the
brilliant
acceptable
song,
link. Yeah,
and-
brilliant song.
And a message that a lot of people really need to hear.
Right. I mean, it's a great song as far as musically. So good, guys. And then as far as the message, people who think it's okay to hurt trans people, fuck you. That's what I say.
Yeah, just don't come here.
If you think it's don't go anywhere. If you think it's okay to hurt trans people, gay people, black people, white people, fuck you. It's not okay to hurt others. Fuck off. Sorry. So that's
Some of the
my
people I
my
love the most are
articulate.
super gay.
Say again.
And I agree with you. Fuck off. Don't come around.
Don't come
Don't
around
want to meet
me.
me in an alley.
So, yeah, it's just not. If there's one thing we should all agree on, keep your damn hands to yourself, you know?
It's
Anyhow.
infuriating. And, you know, Night Train really, and Jade really makes that, you know, you don't realize how susceptible some people are to the whims of the world or the
Yeah.
way politics
Oh,
or
there's a lot
policies
of
are.
this, you know.
But it's affecting people that we love. And it affects them in a way that trickles down to the lunatic assholes imaginable. And they don't realize how their words affect other people. And it manifests itself in songs like that by Jade and Night Train that address it in a way that is just help me. You know, and that's sad when, you know, the expression that you have to convey is help. Like, I need help. And, you know, there's just some bad people out there, that's all.
Well, you can't, yeah. And it's not a topic that, you know, is the primary focus of this show, but you can't deny that there have been societal and institutionalized, you know,
Prejudices.
prejudices that have been built up over centuries but you can't deny it. That doesn't make it okay.
Oh,
And I'm
it's
not a
sad.
guy that says you got to go back and tear down everything. Just keep your fucking hands to yourself now. How about that?
Yeah, it's simple.
I don't give a shit if you tear down statues and stuff, but keep your damn hands to yourself now. Don't go burning down buildings. Anyone. You know, so I'm a kind of a middle of the road guy, and there doesn't middle of the road meaning don't hurt people because of your stupid politics or your stupid prejudices.
Yeah.
I mean, and
And
everybody's
it's,
so
you know,
polarized
and that's
these
why
days.
songs like that are so important.
Oh,
is
yeah.
that it helps
Yeah, it
people
does.
that
It-
aren't aware or don't know the struggles that these, you know, that other people face. You know,
Yeah.
it's sad. And that
Well, I
song
mean, it's
really
it's
is a
freaking
great,
lynching
great
is what it
song.
is, and I tell you right now, I do not support it. So I know this is that song did not make me cry. It pissed me off.
It made the first when it was played on Jade Show. I saw a lot of people in the comments say that. Tim Harden Hudson actually said, like, I'm very angry now, and good. It should make you angry. It makes me furious, but you know, I also can't hold back the tears. Like, it's just madness.
Right.
You know.
Well, Jade, Jade's been getting that message out there since before I've known her with songs like "Do What
yeah.
Makes You Happy" and all her other songs about
Yeah.
that. You know, being yourself, right?
Yeah.
And we
Well,
were talking
that's
about
And
it earlier. We're glad to have people in the community who are themselves.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And that song is just so powerful that you can't deny it. And I hope it's played every week because people that need to hear it need to hear it.
Right. Yeah, we should proliferate it. That's for sure. Glad to have that song on the show. Thanks for choosing it there, Bradley. This is the Ron and Brad show. If you've been looking for it, you found it. We've been on here for an hour and 13 minutes. Can you believe it?
Oh, and time flies with you, buddy.
And we played our song pretty quick, our first song pretty quickly.
Yeah, good. Well, we weren't 38 minutes, that's for sure.
My thing is, you guys can make bets on how late I start the stream.
Yeah, but you're only late by a couple minutes, so it's not very fun. If you blather on for a half hour, then we'll start making bets.
Sometimes usually I blather on for like a minute and 30 seconds, then I forget what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Me too, buddy.
But look,
yeah, get your mugs over there.
I'm building a brand.
Go to the Teespring shop up there and get yourself some merch.
Get some stuff.
Everybody needs merch.
Because just like Jude said, I'm building a brand. Everyone's building a brand.
My 5 Stone fans. Me.
So, Jade Starr has been in a lot of collabs. And you don't realize it, until you start thinking about how many tracks that she showed up on.
Yeah, and there's, I think, something special coming down the pipe pretty soon, actually.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know much about it, and I don't want to say too much because I don't know where it's at, but I know there's another one coming.
Oh, well, cool. I'll be look forward to that one. And I have one here on the list that you chose that Jade's in, and it just happens to be I'm in it too.
Perfect.
Right. It's called I Never Came Home. It's a song by Saigon Slick and the Boston Bard that Brad was kind enough to choose for the show today.
And it's another one. I like songs that have a message, and I like songs that are deeply personal. And when I first heard this song, I was like, "What the fuck, man!" It's just a life I know nothing about, and I'm honored that you share this stuff, and it's amazing.
Well, this is one
I'd rather hear it in a song, you know what I mean, than a barroom story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's
There's
what we
more
do
personal
here.
about that. Exactly.
Yeah. I had to get this one off my chest, and I really don't talk much about or even, I kind of made a break with my old life because it had a lot of sadnesses associated with always looking for somebody who is dead. We were looking for, the people who had been lost in Vietnam, and it was a worthy mission.
It was a worthy mission, and you did a really good job, Ron.
But thank you.
I know that it's hard to think back on that stuff, and I don't want you to, but what you did was extremely important, and writing it all down in a song like this is cathartic for all of us.
Okay. Well, to explain the song, I was an investigator in Vietnam for 25 years. And there were cases that I got to solve or help solve, and then there are cases like this one that I never got to solve. And my heart goes out to these guys because they certainly didn't want to be here fighting as 2 young, they weren't even sergeants, man. They're just a couple of kids. And unsolved case. So here you go. Saigon Slick and the Boston Bard, I Never Came Home, featuring Jade Starr.
instead of love. And at 16, they trained me well. I fired it true, and I died in the crossfire that ensued. I died thinking of you. Will you come and bring me home?
I never came home. I am your only son. I never came home. I gave my life under the red sun. I never came home. I never came home. I never came home.
Wow.
You-
Good stuff, man.
You like my high register voice?
Yep, I do.
So that's
I think that whole song is amazing.
thank you.
I just love that song. I've always loved it.
That's Jade
Another
on the
great
chorus.
Song, the great message.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. You can tell where Jade is.
Right on. Yeah, glad to have Jade and my, partner in the band, Brian Bigler. He came up with the music. The first,
Amazing job, Bigler.
yeah, he is a great guitar arranger of tracks. And so I had been looking for a vehicle to get those lyrics out. So just clicked. And
Yeah, it's perfect. It's a great song. Like everything
you.
about it is great, and I'm happy you wrote it. I'm happy it was cathartic for you to find a way to kind of put into a song what you had been. You spent 25 years of your life doing that under really extreme conditions, and doing any job anywhere is hard, but doing that job there is really hard.
it was a huge adventure. It was the best. That whole thing, the 25 years, and then the 10 years prior to that, was my 35 years of working, were the better than freaking Pirates of the Caribbean as far as an adventure, but it brings this huge amount of sadness with it as well, as life does, man.
Of course, yeah.
And you, as a young man, I just jumped at it. And then
Yeah, I guess
it's
so.
like, but however, those stories like I just told in that song all get locked up in your brain and in your chest. And so for me, at least for me, because I had to know every little detail about what they were doing the last seconds they died and how, go find them. And, like those two guys, they went down shooting. And that footage right there is actually their unit during that time frame. That's exactly
Wow.
what those guys were going through. The dude shooting that M80, that's what that
Yeah, it was,
kid was doing when one of them. Sorry, and I'm not a fan of war. I hate war. And I don't
Well,
mean
yeah.
to make a video about war and let you guys think that I think it's cool, because it sucks.
war is terrible.
Yeah, we should
And look
keep-
what it did. I mean, it forced you to write a song like that, and no one wants to have to write a song like that.
It made me feel better, though, I have to say, looking back at
of
it.
course.
Like if I watch the song now, it doesn't. It's
Well,
okay.
it affects me.
It's okay. I did it. I gotta let it go. But there you go. There's Fitzgerald and Hargrove are still here in Vietnam somewhere. I think, where's that case? I think that case is it's right over there in Tay Ninh, or it's down here in the south. And so, in a way, that's one of the reasons I just feel okay staying over here in Vietnam, is because there's a lot of poor dudes who never wanted to be here still here.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and you
but-
chose to stay, which is remarkable. It shows the relationship that Vietnam had with the Americans afterwards, which is really interesting. The fact that you're not, people aren't throwing rocks at you when you're walking down the street is a good sign.
Oh, well, we were a part of the roadmap to the normalization of diplomatic relations between the two countries, because there was no American embassy here until 95. Before that, though, there was us. We were here. And they were so nice to us because they wanted to have the embassy again. They wanted diplomatic relations. But we had to make them prove that there were no live POWs and go searching around for things like that. I was involved in that, finding a lot of remains. They had to unilaterally help us. And it took a lot of years before the U.S. said, okay, we'll give you, chance at diplomatic relations, which we were glad they did, because you just want to get over war. The people here aren't pissed off at us. They just want to get past it. So, sorry about talking for so long on that.
No, I love it. That song, I found it intriguing, the whole story, and I love that about you. And I love that your heart was in it, and that you did something that was not the theater of war in its most brutal aspect, but the kind of putting the pieces back together after. And having someone like you kind of facilitate that is amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm glad it was you. I'm glad it wasn't somebody that was a prick and mean.
But there are a lot of good folks doing it still. And I don't want you to think that I was alone. But
No, of course not.
But I was the lead guy here, the lead investigator of a lot of teams. They were doing it, and I was kind of helping direct that. So, yeah, man, I was good at it, but it was time to go when I went. And I found this community right at the best time in my whole life. Because right when I was ready to make a break with that, retiring, I found the group. And here I am.
Yeah, good.
I'm hanging out hanging out with Brad, with his dogs, hanging out with his beard. Okay, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry about that.
No, I love it.
That's why I don't play that song all that much.
Yeah, it's important, Ron, and I love that you wrote it. It's a great song. You and Bigler did a great job. It's, and it's an important message on top of it being just a fun song to listen to. It's the message of it is really important.
Okay,
because
thank
more
you.
goes on than just war. It's the pieces that you got to pick up after.
Well, it's
just
so
like life,
Yeah.
Things shatter, and you got to collect all the little pieces and put it all back together.
It's
again.
sad that we have
Everyone's
to
gotta
do
it.
that, though. We can't.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, now, it took me a long time to figure out why the United States was in this war. And it's all logical. It makes sense from a political standpoint. It makes perfect sense what they did, because the Russians were saying this, the Chinese were saying this, we had to do this in Vietnam, blah, blah, blah. All that makes sense. But fuck politics. At least the way they're doing it. I know countries have to defend themselves, but you shouldn't have to in a perfect human situation.
Especially after that war,
and I'm not
there should have
naive,
been
man. I've seen
They
it.
should have stopped all war after that.
Yeah, man, I'm not naive. I know it happens. It's happening now, and it's because of big money. That's why. That's the real thing. But, at least the part that I did of it, me and some of these guys and gals, great military people and anthropologists and archaeologists, right? And a lot of good officers in the military who believed in the humanitarian issue, stayed with it for a long time. And, we helped a lot of families. You
Yeah,
know?
good for you, buddy.
Okay,
and I'm
well-
happy that you're still there with a family of your own and a life that you
Because I got
proud
kids
of
in
and-
every, children in every province here. 65 provinces. Well, I have a part of my family in Hanoi, and I have part of my family here, so I'm here, right? So it's cool. I
good
like to
for
be
you,
here.
buddy.
I like buying me. I like Duma. So we have Chris Durham here in the stream, and one of my picks is a Chris Durham track. There you
Nice.
go
Yeah.
with your new lover man. It's a live performance of a song that took him 20 years to write. Oh, that's what he says. So let's get it. Oh, Chris Durham's great. If you don't know, you're
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
know. Right
Yeah,
here
of course.
on the show. Check it out.
Indie Live with Ron Ward.
Yes.
Right, this is Chris's original. You had to be the one to break my heart. You had to be the one to make me fall apart. And here I am, a lost and lonely man. And there you go with your new lover man. I saw you on the street the other day. I tried to catch your eye, but you just walked away. And as I watched a lost and lonely man, it was a lie when I said that I won't cry. I'm only lonely when you're gone. Well, that would be dawn to dusk to dawn, and on and on and on. I only cry when you're away. Well, that would be each and every day. Every day. To think that I'd move on would be absurd, when you could have my heart with just a single word. And as I watch a lost and lonely man, well, there you go with your new lover man. I'm only lonely when you're gone. Well, that would be dawn to dusk dusk to dawn, and on and on and on. I only cry when you're away. Well, that would be each and every day, and every day. To think that I'd move on would be absurd, when you could have my heart with just a single word. And as I watch a lost and lonely man, there you go with your new lover man. Well, there you go with your new lover man. There you go with your new lover man.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey! Woo!
You look like a hippie Ronald McDonald with that one.
I know, man. Things were getting too
Yeah.
serious on
What a brilliant song, Chris. That's a great song, and that girl's vocals are incredible.
Oh, yeah, man. That is just classic jazz, man.
Yeah, that
And-
was a beautiful song. I'm glad you played that. What a
Dude,
great song.
that's
I couldn't
fantastic.
get over how good her vocals were.
How
Holy
long
shit.
ago was that recorded? What a great live recording, too, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
They must have had Pete
Sounds
Johns over
incredible.
there running the freaking soundboard.
Yeah, it sounded great. I can't get
Excellent.
over how perfect her vocals were. That was a perfect live vocal. Like, it doesn't get better than that. I could never sing anything like that, ever.
Right here on Indie Live.
I sound like I'm gargling rocks.
Well, let me ask, was your voice always like that when you first started singing as
Yeah,
a
even when
young
I was
man?
a kid, there were times it was a little. I tried to hide that, and then after I got older, I just thought I'm not even going to bother hiding it anymore.
Oh, you sound great, dude.
Yeah, thanks. It took me a long time. I wrote songs and never sang them. I would always write them for a vocalist to sing. And then eventually it got to the point where I was stuck and had to do it myself, so I started doing it myself.
Well, that's
But the first couple records I wrote, I had somebody else sing. And I did a few vocals on a few songs. And there's like, I wish I could post it. One day I'll try and find it. But I'll post it. My vocal debut is on one of them. And it just sounds exactly the same as I do now. And I was 16 when I did that, and I'm 46 now, and it sounds almost the same.
huh. So you were
A
not
guy
the
gurgling whiskey and rocks.
and I knew this, but you were not the main vocalist for Inner City Surfers. Is that right?
Well, we split the vocals about
you?
50-50, but we had our drummer sang too, and so did our guitar player. But the lead vocals were me and Dustin mostly, and Mikey would do a couple songs on each record, and Dave sang backups on everything.
I love Inner City Surfers, man. Sometimes,
Thanks,
like on
buddy.
a Saturday, if I'm around the house, I'll just turn them on. Like if I have to do chores, Inner
Yeah,
City
perfect.
Surfers makes me feel better about mopping the floor.
Well, we tried to we knew what we wanted. We were all friends since we were in elementary school, so we knew what kind of band we wanted to be. And it took us a couple records to kind of fall into a groove of who we were. But once we ended up doing like the third record, Laughing on the Outside, we had found our way, and we knew we were a Saturday night band. And that was the thing, is a lot of people would say, oh, because they loved the Surfers. But then they would hear me do my acoustic songs later and say, why don't you do that? Why don't you do more of that? And I never did. I shied away from it for a long, long, long time. And then eventually I just thought, I got out here, I moved out here and started to kind of do more of that.
It's great. Great stuff. And I have one
Thanks,
right
buddy.
here.
Oh, look at that.
So this is your newest track, is that right? The version 2 of Prayer for the Wicked?
Yeah, Russ made a video for it.
Uh-huh.
Rusty's like that. He just kind of surprises you some days with, the hard work that he does in between. I guess he needs to take a break from making all his cool songs.
And bombing my show with videos.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys made that freaking video of those guys dancing around in a circle. I wanted to just come over there and kick your all's asses. Now, because it's like I played it. Hey, puppy. Hold him up. How old is he? What's his name?
His name is Cooper. He just turned 1.
Oh, Cooper, you're still fucking up the house, aren't you? You're
Yeah,
biting
he is.
everything with those sharp little
Yeah.
puppy teeth.
Yeah, he chews on my thumb.
Oh, yeah, man. I bet he chews on table legs and all kinds of crazy
Oh, yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's eating our couch, our chair. He pulls the fluff out of all the couches.
And then, like 3 years old, boom, they seem to get a lot better.
Yeah.
Because Moon is 4. He just got over his stuff. But anyway, let's listen to this newest track. Actually, it's the newest video.
And here's Bobby.
Bobby, what's going on? You just look like your other brother or sister.
Yeah, it's brothers. And they just got fixed a week ago. And they're doing awesome.
Well, let me just say this. Moon is gay.
Oh, yeah, mine are too.
Moon is gay, and, we didn't have him fixed. It doesn't have, maybe there's a debate around here on whether we should have or not. But
No.
he doesn't like girl dogs at all. No interest in them, runs away from them. And then boy dogs, right on.
Yep.
He likes boy dogs.
So, yeah, mine are like that too.
And I never knew that, but Moon is the coolest dog I've ever had, man. God, he's so smart. He'll listen to what you're freaking saying, and understand a few words, and then he'll like go to the door. Oh, we're going to the market. I'm going with you because he knows. He knows the word for market.
Mine aren't there yet.
Oh God! What, he doesn't listen?
Mine are still eating fluff out of stuff.
But he doesn't do what we do. He's stubborn as hell. It's like, come here. He's like, I'm not coming here. What the fuck are you talking about? Give me a snack, bitch.
Yeah, that's like mine right there.
Did I say I was supposed to play this song? Sorry, Brad.
Yeah.
For the long intro to this song, Prayer for the Wicked.
Thanks, buddy.
I've seen. Sit all alone and watch the river rage. Take my past along with it and waste away my days smoking cigarettes. Angels' wings have been clipped, they sit at the bar in the afternoon, getting old in the neon glow, drowning regrets. Tomorrow's promised same. No one wants to admit to their mistakes and change. Forget the pain. I could see the future in the fires I set, the bridges I burned when I left. I knew it was time to go. I ain't afraid anymore. I ain't afraid of the consequence. I'd rather find my own way, find a new place to make my home. The lights go out, it's great. It's time the losers win. Say a prayer for the wicked. And no one's listening. Drunken angels cry for help.
Bradley. Yes.
Right on, thanks,
Good
Ron.
track, dude.
Thanks, buddy.
I mean, those layered guitars and the tone that you get out of it, did Jade master that, or?
I have no idea. I forget now. I don't. The female vocal on there, I can't even remember the girl's name. She was on a band lab and just added, and same with the lead guitars, was just some random guy put it on there, and
No
I
way.
kept it. And yeah,
Isn't that amazing?
yeah, he did a great job.
But
They
the
sound cool.
vocals about the introspection of a life, lived randomly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's for
and,
sure. Yeah.
And I see, there are some of your songs, maybe, like a percentage of them that are about people who are looking at themselves after having lived a life that they think, this was too much, whatever. I don't know how to express it. It's,
Yeah, I'm
it's
still trying to figure out how to express it.
right. Well, it's just about, I don't know if you're writing biopic songs or not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I
Do
mean,
ya?
I write all kinds. Like,
Right.
It just depends.
That's
on
why I
what
say
I'm
it was
feeling, but
percentage only, because some of your other ones
I
are
interject
obviously.
a little bit of story and a little bit of my own life.
Yeah,
and a little
I do
bit
the
of,
same thing.
Stuff I hear and stuff I see, and
Right.
things. And it's all things that I'm feeling or what I'm going through. I try to put it all together.
Huh.
It's hard. I that's why I don't come out with songs a lot. But when I do, they all come out at once.
Well, that's cool the way that you take something that's part of you, a real reflection of yourself, like maybe part of a verse, and then the second part of a verse is just like fancy, fancy.
Yeah.
And that's a cool way to do it. Like on my song Lucky, it was kind of biopic, but some parts of it were just like words that I thought sounded good, you know.
Yeah, that's the key. You know, you just find words that sound good and stick them in there.
Yo, brother,
You know, some of us stress over every line and every word and everything, you know, and some people don't, you know. And
Right.
Just,
I mean,
and it all, when it all comes out in the wash, it all sounds great, you know.
all I got to say
Everybody's
is
got a different approach. That's what I love about the communities. Everybody's songs are so drastically different than one another. There isn't two people the same. And, you know, for a group of, you know, 300 plus people, that's a pretty amazing thing to have happen.
Mhm.
Is that every single artist and writer is so uniquely different than each other. It's amazing.
right,
I'm
mean-
so inspired by this community. It's
yeah.
insane.
right.
You know, I'm grateful I found it when I did. I'm grateful that, you know, I got you and Jade and Rusty, especially Rusty. Like, you know, I talk to you guys every day on Clubhouse, and, you know, every once in a while when you pop in, I love it, you know, I love it. Yeah, buddy.
I like Clubhouse, but I always end up saying something awkward.
Oh, yeah, everyone does.
Just like
That's
my
why
show.
we hang out there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, all I have to say about writing lyrics is I got a Tux t-shirt. I'm tucking it in. I got a Tux t-shirt from the dollar bin. I know, no meaning, nothing. But see, the
well.
community gave me enough courage to write a hip hop song that was totally nonsensical. It was not me at all, man. 10 years
it's
ago.
for the fun of it. And look at it. Look at that song. Everybody loves that
It's
song.
a fun song, man.
Yeah, it's
Shite.
fucking fun.
Yeah. So thank
And
you.
that's all you want is stuff that's just people can listen to and chill and relax and listen to it. And
These
dig it.
days in my life, what I want to do and what I want to help provide to people is fun in
Yeah.
a very meaningful and, you know, creative way. We're all hanging out. So, and hanging out with Brad, example here on the show, getting into some topics, this and that. And
yeah, it was a good night tonight, Ron. We talked about a lot of important things, and I think I had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
yep, thanks. And we did not, we're not finished yet, but I mean, we have a
No.
long list of songs. And the next one I want to play is by our friend Laurie's Mishmash.
Perfect.
And I think it's got PJ Kobe on it, yes. And it's a David Bowie classic, Space Oddity. We've had it before.
Yeah,
It's
beautiful.
one of her best, I believe.
Load up Hubsy's song Pitchfork after that.
Wilco. All right, so right now, Space Oddity by Laurie's Mishmash.
Right on, Lori.
and
You're the
PJ
best.
Kobe.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.
10,
Ground control
9,
to Major Tom.
7, 6,
Commencing countdown engines
4,
on.
3, 2,
Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For here am I floating in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Though I'm past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very still. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. Is there something wrong? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? Am I floating in my tin can? Far above the moon. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
Laurie. Yes, yes, yes. The parachutes are up.
Mishmash and PJ, awesome stuff.
Yes, excellent track.
So good. Lori always picks the right people for every song she does. It's amazing. Her
well,
taste
she has,
is incredible.
yeah, she's got this. I mean, she's basically got a virtual studio band that she picks the right people for the right song. Like when I did Rock and Roll is King by ELO with
love
her.
it.
She just picked the band, man. And, it's part of it's a backing
amazing.
track. But
She's
I had
got her own wrecking crew over there.
she's got her own wrecking crew. She does. I had Les Nagy on that track, or he had me on his track, and it was brilliant. I had nothing to complain about it. It was better than I made it. That video and song was better than the performance I gave. So thank you,
great
Lauren.
on that. It's a great song, and you guys did a great job.
Well, thanks. All right. Gary Hubbs thanks Laurie, and so say the name of the Hubbs track again.
Pitchfork.
Pitchfork. I'm going to go over to Bandcamp. That's where it's at, right? Or is it on YouTube?
No, he's got it on YouTube.
Okay. Right on.
He's got a cool video for it.
Excellent. I love Gary Hubbs tracks, and I'm
me
glad
too.
that's your
I
next
play
pick.
Wordle with Hubbs every day. Him and I play.
I
He
see
didn't send me
people-
his today's though, so I'm guessing he might be taking a break for a bit.
I see people play that, but it's like I don't know if I can get my brain around it. Pitchfork. Is it the one featuring Hetriani?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right on. It's his newest one, Pitchfork,
Yep.
by Gary Hubbs. And, before I do that, let me just play the Gary Hub signature riff. So, when you listen to that riff, you have to picture Gary down in the parking garage
Yeah.
with another dude.
Whenever I picture Hubs, that's what I picture. He's always in the garage in my mind.
He's down in the garage with another dude
Doing
that
the Hubs hop in the garage.
looks a lot like Gary Hubs, the second guy. Gary's such a great guy. Gary, well, here he is. He's taking a break from Wordle. So he's just...
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to let it go for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of my morning routine now, so as soon as I wake up, I have my coffee and I do the Wordle.
That's cool, man. That's a cool thing to do. Keep your brain going, get it waked up.
Yeah.
Get it woke up, if you will. Here's the Gary Hubs track. Woo.
Hubs.
Those
Legendary with Hetriani. What an amazing song and an
Yeah, it
amazing
is.
video. I hope that the pedestrian that was walking by, he ended up unchaining and letting her out of the parking lot.
No, she popped over right down there in front of my house. So we took her in and gave her a bowl of noodles. She may
Yeah,
be
nice.
at the other end
Hubs
of
is
the.
a good guy.
He is, man. I mean, he didn't mean to send her in the vortex. No, what a great video idea, and it never
That's
gets
amazing.
old
No, I could watch Hubs do that all damn day.
because his music is so good.
Yeah. He's a great songwriter, a great guy. I love Hubs.
Well,
and
check it out.
Hetriani, too.
Hetriani,
My Canadian brethren.
yes, Canada.
More Canucks.
Exactly.
Canada.
I need to get a little song. But let me just say, what the fuck was I going to say? I had something really cool to say. You ever
Well,
do?
Hubs and Hetriani together.
Oh,
is,
I'm
like
on the track.
chocolate and
I'm
peanut
in a
butter.
collab with those guys.
There
Right.
you go.
I'm in a collab right now where I did vocals and wrote the lyrics for a song with Gary as the guitarist. Oh, and it's like a rock and roll song. It's like AC/DC style.
Yeah,
With-
perfect. That's great for you. That'll sound great.
With Hetriani on
I think
the...
he actually sent me the tracks to that before the vocals were on it, so I heard a little bit of it. Fucking killer. It's gonna be amazing.
And get this, Guillermo Adriano, the JG, as producer.
Nice. Wow.
So still coming
It's gonna
out.
be great.
He's got a lot of stuff on his plate, but that's one of the things that'll be coming out soon, and it'll be great. So thanks, Gary Hubbs,
really
for
cool.
that one. And let me
Hubs, you
just
rule. And I saw Folk and Blueser pop in. It's awesome to see you, buddy.
Hello.
I love Folk and Blueser so much. When I go on YouTube and I just want to listen to something, I go to him first and just put his songs on and let them play. I love listening to Folk and Blueser. Holy shit, he writes great songs.
He does.
And the covers that he does are so fucking killer. I love everything Folk and Blueser does. Good for you, buddy.
Yep, good stuff.
Don't work too hard.
We've had Folk and Blueser tracks on the show. I don't know why it was so difficult for me to get that one out. But
Folk and
he's great.
Blueser.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's very masterful.
He's like old school, yeah.
in the
very
way he'll
old school
hit that
folk
freaking
tradition.
acoustic guitar, makes it come into compliance. Boom, stands up there. I like the way he plays.
Yeah, me too. He's got a real cool old school folk kind of rebellion, like rebel union song kind of vibe.
Yeah,
and I
that's
love
right.
that.
That's right. Well, I will say, based on our time right here, that song by Gary Hubbs was the ultimate song. The ultimate song. Unless we have one, I didn't play all of them on either one of our lists. So
Yeah,
it's just
I
because
didn't think we would get that far, and that's why I only sent as many as I did, because I didn't think we'd even get that far. I just wanted to come and hang out with you, Ron.
it's amazing that we did get that far, and I'm glad you did. It's been a whole lot of fun, and
Yeah, buddy.
to the folks who had tracks on the list, in other words, you sent tracks in, and they didn't get played tonight. You know how it goes. I'll see you on Monday. See you on Monday night, and we'll play them. I'll keep them. And
Awesome. Thank you all for coming and putting up with us, and I really appreciate it.
Yep.
And hopefully you'll come to Hippies on the Whale Show on Tuesday and listen to me play a couple songs. Francis, Ian, and Dom were on last week, so if you want to go listen to that, you can. But I'm playing Tuesday on Hippies Whale Show, so please come, make me feel warm inside. I don't want to be by myself. So
Hell yeah.
come and listen. I'll play a few songs, and then and then I'm going to take a break for a while and finish up writing and recording these songs I have.
Okay. Well, good luck on Hippie Show. I know it'll go
Thanks, Ron.
fine. And just remember, if don't get thrown off by audio, by anything else. Just play, man, and let
Yeah, that's
let
what I'm
Hippie
gonna do.
worry about you.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I don't know if they'll be able to fit both of your beards in the same live stream, though. It's going to be pretty fucking hairy over there. Okay, so thanks to everyone who had tracks on. Thanks to everybody who watched. Thanks to my mods.
Thank you all for coming. Thanks to mods.
Yep.
Thanks to everybody for coming. Thank you, Ron, for having me. I appreciate it.
It's excellent
Means
to
a lot
have
to
you,
me.
Brad. I don't have
I
anything.
love hanging out with you.
Oh man, it's the best because it's so relaxing.
Yeah,
And you
I
know,
love it.
I didn't mean to like go off on a couple of subjects tonight, but
No, I love that. That's why I'm here. I wanted to talk about that stuff. That's
you kind
why I
of get
picked
me
those
going there,
songs.
bro.
Like, I like those songs a lot, and that's why I chose them. I want that conversation. You know,
Right?
Boom.
Oh, I got
There you go.
a wig head now, guys. See what I do for you all? I got to deal with this hair for the rest of the day.
Like the kid from the Little Rascals. You look like. What's that kid's name with the spiky hair?
Oh, alfalfa.
Yeah, alfalfa. It's awesome.
Russ says it's 4:20, time to go, and he's got exactly the right idea.
Yeah,
I don't have
420
any.
over here,
I don't
too.
have anything special for the next show. Ron Ready on Monday/Tuesday, but I will be there. I'll probably play a live song or so, but really, it's the master list.
Yeah, I love when you do that, Ron. I
I'm
love
gonna-
when you do that.
Thank you very much for encouraging me to do that, Brad. And I'm gonna
Yeah, it's
use
fun, man.
that.
I mean, for guys like me, I'm stuck. I'm a shut-in, so I'm stuck in my chair at all times. So, you know, when I get little things like that excite me and make me happy in my heart, I can't thank you enough for stuff like that.
I will do it more.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's
'Cause
fun. It's fun watching you fumble through it. It's fun watching you nail it. It's fun watching you fucking play. I love when you do Stone songs. That's my favorite.
Well, I'm gonna do them, and you know what? After that was the first full live set I've ever done. I mean, on camera, and I was so exhilarated afterwards because in my mind it was a success just because I got through it without
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
a total nuclear meltdown.
I'm freaking out.
Freaking out, or just stopping and starting to cry or something, you know.
You were awesome. I had a lot of fun. I love it. I think everyone enjoys it.
Well, you guys can watch me fumble through because I'll be doing it, but I'll probably do another full live set in 2 weeks. But I'll play your songs on Monday. Guys like Chris Lane, Midnight Bandit,
Yeah, cool.
and then DeFalco and Hugh Caldwell. Some of these tracks that I didn't get to. Stuart
I love
Jones.
it. Yeah, the Falcro song "Hitchin' a Ride" is one of my top 10 favorites. I love hearing Falcro sing. He's got it's just so fucking smooth and nice. Good for you, Falcro.
Yeah,
Do more like that, buddy.
it's a
Do
good
more.
song. So, you want to see that again? Watch my show on Monday night because I'm going to play all these songs. I'll use the same link that I'm using for this list. So I'll post it again. You can send your songs additionally, and I'll play them on Monday. But until I see you next time, I'll give Bradley the last word before I say my little motto. There you go.
Thank you all very much for enduring Ron and I. I appreciate all your love, and I love you all.
Okay, real people, real music.